we're gonna get right into it. So I like to do my brows before I apply anything else. My brows must be on. I just feel like they just frame the whole face, and without them on, nothing looks right, in my opinion, on my face. The first thing I do is take my spoolie. I just brush all the hairs up, and I just trim them, so like my hairs are all kind of like short right now. But usually when I have like a couple days without plucking my brows or trimming them, the hairs get really long and it's literally a mess. So the next step is to gel my brows with some sort of eyebrow like holder potion or cream, whatever. I used to use the Got To Be Glue clear gel instead, but ever since I found the Anastasia Brow Freeze, I have just completely like stopped using the Got To Be Glue. This is all I have been using, guys. Like, it is so good. It keeps your brows in place. So to apply it, I like to take a small little like spoolie like this. I don't even know where I got this from. I just like to take a smaller spoolie so I can really get the product in there and not miss any little hairs. So I start like this and I just brush them up the same exact direction that we just brushed it with the bigger spoolie. So I'm just brushing them up like this, and you want to really press down on this because you want them to stay up. So it starts to look a little messy, but don't worry, we're gonna get there. So as you can see, some of the hairs are getting really long back there. I must have missed that earlier today when I was trimming them. So now that they're all brushed up, I'm just gonna take like whatever is left on the brush, and I'm just gonna like line the brow hairs, because as you can see, some of them are longer than the others, so you don't want that to show. You kind of want them all to look like that. So now we have the perfect shape. The next step I like to do, so this is one of the things that I start doing differently now. Instead of me filling my brows in first, I clean them up first. So I'm gonna take my Got to Be Glue my Born This Way concealer from Too Faced, and I like to use it in the shade Golden Beige because it's a little bit lighter than my foundation, so it kind of just gonna give me like that nice and clean look that I like. So I'm gonna just take a angled brush. This one is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I have had it for so long that the number on it just completely disappeared, but I know it's her brush because I just know it. Her brushes are everything for brows. I'm gonna take a little bit of that concealer on this brush, and I'm just gonna clean my brows. The reason why I like to clean my brows first now instead of filling them in is because it literally helps you not overfill, because once you see like your brows are nice and clean and shaped and like they look groomed, you know exactly what areas you need to fill instead of just filling the entire brow. It's just certain areas, like obviously my tail is very sparse, so that's the area that we're mostly gonna be filling in, but other than that, I like to try to keep it very natural and cute. I think I seen this from James Charles, I believe. I've seen this somewhere. I think it was either someone saw it from James and I saw that person's tutorial, but it's somebody else's idea about cleaning the brows first, and I just thought that was so cool. So I tried it out, and it literally helps you so much to keep your brows nice and natural. I'm just following the natural line of my brow and just cleaning that up. I do clean the top of the brow as well. I know some people don't like that, but I personally love to do this. So I go right on the top too. The brow already looks nice and shaped, and now we can see exactly the areas that we need to target. So I just take the same brush and I just start dragging the concealer down so it'll be easier to blend once we start to apply our foundation. To fill them in, I'm gonna first take my NYX Cosmetics Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen, and this one is in the shade Brunette. I just love how fine the tip is. It literally gives you those like hair-like strokes that is exactly what I want right now. So I'm gonna start at the tail because that's literally where I need to grow hair there. This is a little bit more brown, not really black. I like to keep it like this. You could use a darker one, but I just don't want my brows to look too dark, so I'd rather use something a little bit lighter than my actual hairs to fill it in, just so it doesn't give me that like super overdrawn brow look, because that's not what I like anymore. I know I used to do it all the time, so I like to keep a little bit of my concealer on the back of my hand just in case I mess up like this, and I just quickly just clean that up just like that. For the front of the brow, however, I do not like to use a pen. I like to use a powder just because I want that area to look super soft. So I'm gonna use the Benefit Brow Zing palette, and I'm not gonna show you the front of the palette because it's so dirty, but I'm just gonna be going into these two shades right here. I'm gonna mix both of them, and I'm gonna take that same little angled brush, and I'm just going to draw like little hairs going up, not too many. So this is both brows filled in. I'm gonna go do the rest of my face and I'll show you guys the end result. And that is how I fill in my brows, guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you do not miss any of my videos. Also comment down below and let me know what other tutorial or what other video or anything that you want to see on this channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.